Hello Libra, thank you for tuning into your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Modern Spellcasters Tarot by Melanie Marquis, illustrated by Scott Murphy. For the supportive oracle cards, I'm using the Angel Answers Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Bradley Valentine. Already shuffled. Let's see what we got. Really, just the one. All right. All right. I'm gonna nutshell this just to start, and then we'll get into it because it does look like it starts rough, but it ends really well. Just to be fair. So if it's starting rough, I feel like you're going to identify this. This is already, it feels like it's past tense. I know how some people watch these. It's like this is stuff that it doesn't hit till later, but either way, starts rough, ends well is kind of what I'm getting, just a quick glance. Now, the situation starts off with the Ten of Swords. This is the rough start. One of the less favorable cards that people like to get in the tarot deck, of course, because it's typically devastation and ruin, demise. You're not happy with the situation, but I almost feel like there's lack of a situation here. Like something ended and it ended badly. And that puts a lot of stress on you. You have the Ten of Wands. You don't like how that played out. And that does leave a lot of stress for you. Some situation did not end well. Now, that could be a social interaction where there was an argument or some type of discord, and then when people parted ways, the last time you saw somebody, it ended on a really bad note. So it could be talking about an event that ended badly, if that makes sense. Not like the ending of a friendship or anything like that, because I don't feel like that's what we're dealing with. I feel like we're more talking about a moment, and the last time you dealt with somebody, it just ended really poorly. It just was not good, very bad. And you're stressed about it. You're very stressed about it. You're holding a lot of burdens because you would prefer to mend this fence. Now, I'm getting you're using your social prowess, and because I'm getting how this kind of works here. I feel like other people around you are already talking. And I feel like this situation starts correcting before you're really involved with it. So whatever the situation that ended poorly with, I feel like there's a little distance between you and whoever else. But there's people in common you both know. And the people around you are talking to your benefit. And I feel like they're trying to make things more conducive to a reconciliation. So I feel like when the other person you're not getting along with right now is having conversations with other people and your name comes up, I feel like the people are talking in a positive way about how you would be willing to work it out and like how you're easy to get along with. And like I feel like that's a lot. Like there's a lot of people around you talking to your benefit, even before you're getting involved or trying to do anything about it. Now, I'm getting like these people are coming towards you. Helpful people coming towards you, and I feel like you're becoming the King of Swords and the Hierophant. Like you're trying to balance out the good and bad of the situation. And you're trying to control about I feel like you're trying to control the spin about what's actually happening here. You're trying to get more control about where you stand and how you want to handle it. But I feel like what's already happened is other people saying what they're saying has had an effect on the other person, and they're feeling like the way the last situation ended, they're not liking how it ended. The Knight of Swords a lot of times, for me, talks about regret, or not liking how a situation ended. And I feel like they're not liking where the situation currently is based on what's already happened. And I feel like the other side is kind of feeling like I feel like they're just kind of centering on the damage right now. I almost feel like they're kind of accepting what it is. I don't know if that's really good. Because I'm not feeling them coming back towards you yet. And I'm not sure if that's going to happen or not at this point. Now, there's a face down card. You only have one in your reading, which means it's not going to make sense till it happens, or it's just probably that. So when you get to this part, the people around you, between you and whoever else, I'm getting there's no need to worry. Like, I feel like other people are sorting this situation out for you. I feel like other people are doing that for the both of you. For you and the other person, other people around you are trying to sort it out and are actively doing that. Or making the situation a lot easier for you and the other person. Which is very interesting to me. Now, I'm getting the two of you are kind of at the same social event or something. I feel like you're hanging out in the same area, if that makes sense. If it's like a party or an event or something, you're both there. I don't feel like you're buddy next to each other, but like the Wheel of Fortune with the Eight of Cups, I feel like the two of you are kind of reacting to each other like you don't really know if this can be mended, but you don't really want to test it right now. Neither of you are you're not being good or bad to each other. You're just not being to each other. There might be some acknowledgement, but I feel like mostly you're just trying to stay away from each other. And the wheel turning in your favor is like, I feel like this is the first step into correcting this situation. But the other side is feeling like you're not really interested in correcting this. Whether this is fair or not, the other side seems to be reacting like, oh, I'm getting like all weird, like itchy. Like they want to say stuff, but they're feeling like it's not going to work. Is that work? Okay. My face, like around my mouth, is like itching like crazy all of a sudden. I'm just like, it's creeping me out. I'll be honest with you, it's creeping me out. I'm just like, why is that happening? I don't like it. I just feel like right here is really itchy, which makes me feel like this person wants to start the conversation and talk it out. They don't feel like you want to do that right now. I feel like you're walking away because you're just not comfortable where it is, and I feel like it's something to do with what happened previously. You don't want to issue publicly. You don't want that. So they're feeling like you don't want to talk it out. I feel like the truth more is where at this moment you don't want to talk it out. Just at this moment, because later, when you're ready, and they're ready too, I do feel you coming back together. You got the King of Wands with the abundance. I feel like you might be the initiator for this, though. And I feel like one of the reasons you're initiating this is because other people are constantly getting involved, and they seem to they keep trying to push the two of you together to work it out, and you're just kind of like, you know what, let me just take control of this stagecoach, and just get together. You're going to get together with this person so you can hash this out where you want, when you want, where you're comfortable and you feel like they'll be comfortable too, without other people trying to like pull the strings. Because I don't feel like you like that when people are pushing you and this other person together, and you're kind of like, you know what, before that happens again, and you're looking at it like, because it's going to happen again, let me just take the initiative so we could talk, and just, even if it's a phone conversation that you're initiating, still, you're looking to work it out in a way where you're comfortable and other people aren't pushing you and this other person together, where you're both kind of more at ease and you can actually talk things out. And I'm getting the abundance with the King of Wands. I'm getting the King of Wands as kind of your initiative, but the other person right on board. The other person, I feel like the other person's on board. I don't feel like they like the other people pushing you together either. So the fact that you're like taking the initiative and like, let's talk just between us, the other person is very on board with that. Especially because they originally thought you weren't really interested. The fact that you are, they do too. So they're conducive with that. And the abundance is telling me that this actually gets better. The situation gets a lot better. I feel like that conversation goes a lot better than you expect it to. And things go well. I like that ending. I was right. It does have a really good ending. Starts rough, ends well. Anything else? No. All right, I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you for watching. Excuse me. Of course, if you have any, if you would like a direct reading from me, go ahead and shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com, james4astral@gmail.com. Thank you. Yes. Thank you.